hoping that this presentation is going to be of interest for you. I'm going to talk about AI as it is used in attacks. We even had a separate track in this conference discussing AI, and we discussed in a lot of detail how it's been used in security. So I'd like to consider the other side of it, how the wrongdoers can use AI in attacks about us and our organization. A few words about myself. It so happened that I put on the same outfit today as the one I'm wearing in this picture, so it's difficult to confuse me with anyone else. The AI in general and the leap forward that it took in the past few years has produced a strong impact on our life, because whenever we're talking about some ubiquitous digitization and automation, all industries are trying to automate their processes, adding new devices at the edge, and this brings about a lot of threats. Just like business, wrongdoers are trying to use AI to achieve their goals for OSINT, social engineering, deepfakes, and everything else I'm going to share with you today. And of course, I can't help mentioning that AI has been used quite actively for information security. Whichever product sheet you take, it will always have something mentioned about AI being used in that solution. Yesterday, I talked about drone socks, where the SOC of the future is going, and it's clear that we don't have any future without artificial intelligence. Because I'm head of research, we research different things, but also we collect data on all the attacks carried out against organizations and private individuals. We collect statistics, so we can identify top. Using the viruses, social engineering, and exploiting vulnerabilities. Everything else goes next after that. Now, talking about tactics and techniques. We know it all. We love these things. We're trying to map attacks against techniques and tactics. And when we're using language models and AI, colleagues have certain things prepared for that, techniques and tactics related to the use of AI in social engineering, in order to enter security tools, in order to help write malware, and in order to look for vulnerabilities and exploit them. Let's start with OSINT. My colleagues were talking yesterday at this very stage about how OSINT is used for cybersecurity. They were talking about cyber weather, and also, but OSINT, just like it is a very good thing to be used in cybersecurity, it can be used by
и хорошо их друг с другом
to collect big data and mix them and match them, correlating them, deriving valuable information from large volumes of data. So OSINT is used in exactly the same way by security people and malefactors. Of course, using AI, you can identify the attack surface, and there are special research projects aimed at it. As an example, there's a tool that's intended for broad-scale tests of network penetration. Now, about things born for hacking. I think everybody, when they think about AI in attacks, everybody has heard about YandexGPT. Perhaps you've also heard about its new version, 3.0. You've heard about FraudGPT. But I'd like to focus on a tool called DarkBird. It's a model that's trained on dark web data, and it can be used to attack sophisticated companies based on social engineering to
распространять вредоносное ПО, а также искать уязвимости и их эксплуатировать.
find vulnerabilities and exploit them. Those who are not born for hacking can also do that. Colleagues had a discussion today if AI will be able to replace a cyber security specialists. Same thing can be applied conversely. So if we ask a model to ask if
не использовалась в зловредных целях, но если немножко
there are some protections there. But if you rephrase your request, it will be happy to help, and you'll be able to use the data that the model will offer you for your malicious purposes. So, of course, this brings about quite a low entry threshold to effective attacks. As to malware development, a lot of legends are in place. So there are a lot of discussions where AI can be used for that. We try to operate with facts. So in 2024, a case was identified where a grouping used AI in the attack, and experts think that a special script was used, written by an AI model. Comments were of very high quality. So people who are writing malware don't usually do that. One can't be 100% sure that this indeed was a case of using AI, but I think it's quite grounded in sound considerations. Also, there are groupings that try to use AI. And this is a very hot topic. Talking about vulnerability exploitation.
Конечно же, искусственный интеллект сейчас всячески берется на вооружение, когда мы говорим про тест.
I would like to mention that, of course, AI is being used in pen testing. There are tools for pen testing, and for instance, the deep exploit is one of them. What is the most interesting about this? Of course, pen testing can be done by white hackers. Something like a pen test can be done by wrongdoers, and there's nothing standing in the way for wrongdoers to use this kind of tools. The solution collects information itself. The support camera, you don't even need to enrich it with data. It can even learn itself. It's self-learning. And having exploited vulnerabilities, going further, providing you with a detailed report of what happened and what can be done about that. And again, coming back to dark web, these services are already quite widespread. They're being sold for wrongdoers, for beginning wrongdoers, helping our counterparts across the line to attack organizations. So we've encountered quite an exciting piece of research that shows how AI tools can be used to exploit vulnerabilities. So we took GPT-4, we took OpenChat and exploited some of the vulnerabilities in some closed perimeter. And
ChatGPT уже как-то особых проблем нет. То есть, в принципе, некоторые уязвимости, например, от инъекции, как другие, оно может
some vulnerabilities, such as injections, and others can be quite effectively exploited by ChatGPT. And so it's also kind of a bell that should ring for us to the effect of how we consider the attacks. So questions are quite often asked whether we should be afraid of AI. Well, maybe not at the moment, but it will surely happen. Now, a few words about deepfakes. Deepfakes are a threat not only for individuals, but also for organizations. So based on our data, we analyzed what deepfake is being used for. Mostly it's for fraudulent advertising, and of course deepfakes are used to manipulate public opinion to pursue some political goals or some other designs. Especially, it's noticed when some military operation started. This difficult geopolitical situation played its role. And also, pre-election machinations, deepfakes have been used, carrying a threat to some organization. But there have been cases when deepfake was created on behalf of the CEO, asking their employees to do something, for instance, to withdraw some money. And again, looking at the dark web, what is being done where and how, we see that there are quite a lot of services related deepfakes often in this market. And if the wrongdoer can't do it themselves, they can do it with the help of other people by paying them a certain amount of money.
So what else? I think it's important to note here that the application of artificial intelligence is quite diverse and they constantly add new prospects. For example, you can use artificial intelligence and bypass normal capture, because AI uses OCR technologies and it seems like there are no real problems here. We also mentioned different brute forces when trying to hack passwords, looking for vulnerabilities. Obviously, it might not be very popular or very widespread thing, but it still exists, and especially in the darknet too. Within our activity, we create many different researches, and if you care, you can check them in our pages. One of them is in Russian, another in English, and we also, together with our colleagues, we consider applications of AI. If you are interested in this topic, please check what kind of reports and analytics we provide. We also have social media. We use them, Hubber, Telegram, VK, including our colleagues who we have in our company. Sometimes there are very interesting points about AI applications, so we will be happy if you come and join us. And I can hear it from the stage that it seems funny, that there is some kind of fun going on there. We do have a little bit fun here. Unfortunately, it's not the hatters who are there, because I know all the songs by hatters and probably they don't really know many things about AI, so it's kind of a joke. This is all I wanted to say, dear colleagues. Once again, thank you for your attention. Thank you for coming to